Hello, and welcome to this tutorial where I'll show you how you create shapes. In my toolbox to the side here, when I'm looking at it parallel, I have two types of shape creation tools. The little arrow in the lower right-hand corner means that if I click and hold down, it will give me other selections of shapes that I can use. InDesign has three standard shapes: a rectangle tool or a square tool, an ellipse or a circle tool, or a polygon tool. Now, believe it or not, these two shape tools have different meanings. If you know you're going to bring an image or place an image into InDesign, then you want to use the tool that has an X over it. That X tells InDesign that a photo or graphic from Illustrator is going to be placed into that box. The tool next to it is just a standard tool shape. You can use these tool shapes to place images in, but you have to change their content under Object so that it then says Graphic. So if you know you're going to bring in an image, it's just easier to use the one that's preset for a graphic import. If I hold the Shift key down with the ellipse tool selected, it will give me a perfect circle. If I let go of the Shift key, it will then give me an ellipse. The same is with all of the tools. If I want a rectangle, I would not hold down the Shift key. If I want a perfect square, I hold down the Shift key. If I want a perfect polygon, I hold down the Shift key, or imperfect, then I would not hold down the Shift key. Now you may notice that when I've drawn it, it has no fill or color to it. That's because I have not indicated a fill or color in my palette here. This object here that looks like a picture frame is often referred to as the frame or stroke. That is the outline of the shapes. Underneath it is the fill, which is the center of it. This works similar to Illustrator and Photoshop. Again, it has no X in it, and that's because if I want to use this shape to import an image in, I have to change it under Content. Just a regular shape means it's unassigned. So I would have to change it so that I could either put text in it or fill it with an image or graphic. Whereas if I know I am going to bring in a photo, if I use the shape that has the X in it, its content is already determined as a graphic. So this is InDesign's way of simplifying the process, because it knows that a lot of times the software is used to bring in an image. So it's created a tool that you can just create and place your image in. If you create a shape like this one using the shape tool and you attempt to place an image or graphic in it, it will not work until you select Object and assign that it's going to be a graphic or a photo. And this is how we create shapes in InDesign.